choppers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. At their own 22-yard line. Let's go.
57. Got you. I got you.
Zebra.
X3, 218, chopper. Switch.
To go.
Here's Foles. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it. Is seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why I ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
I'm coming after you.
One.
Tens the mic. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Foles. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
6 guys. Check 6.
Hey, goal. Sound goal.
Lucky.
Hit.
Foles. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Second and 12.
On second and 12, Rodgers. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Saints have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
4 down. Check. Motion, man.
A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch 17. Tight end right.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, you! Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. I've got Mike Taylor.
Now Foles. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The throw over the middle taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
First down.
Here's a give to Lindsey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it second down and 11.
Bring it. 258. Here, Mike. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Yeah, that's what I do. Hey, 626.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check back.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And now it's second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin White in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
I'm coming. Check 52.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field.
Topper!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Tens the mic. Here we go.
Go! Hey, seam 6.
Hey, here I come. Under.
Here we go on second and 12. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this this one is down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hey, under.
12 and
One.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Kill.
He don't want it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Perkins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Rodgers again now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
For the field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 10.
Bravo.
Mike 10. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Check.
What we got?
52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, keep it up.
Hey, Haywood.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Close. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers now on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete to Harry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. will wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 7-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're trying to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Big stop, B. Big stop. Let's go.
Check 13! Check 13!
Pick.
Get in there.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
Hey, number 20. Echo. He's coming. Check in.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Tight right, tight right. Three down.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3. Hey, wahoo.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
12.
36.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Bennett, 258. Get ready.
On first down. Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Flip again.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and now it's 3rd down.
26.
51 to Mike. Not today, you want? Not today. 51 to Mike. Mike 51. Here we go.
Get 300. Get 300.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Watch the run. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Get up.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Jaguars go. On offense, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. He's coming.
Hayden's goal.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Tens the mic. Watch the pass.
They'll look to throw. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken 6. Successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Safe. Tiger. No, check that. 61, matchbox lights.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley.
Check three.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go, team.
Here's Foles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Taken in at the 11. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 88.
Here we go.
Go, Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have just added to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Check out read.
Rodgers now to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
Coming to you.
Big trip.
A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
12. Hey, high 7.
Foles. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Tens the mic.
Now Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. But they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jags are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st down, New Orleans.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Rodgers going to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Saints on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
They'll set up the throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 380. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go. Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And a short gain here, down to the 22. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and 9. Foles. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
258! Watch the curl! Watch the curl!
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the run! Watch the run!
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Inside. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Take me up. Take me up. 51 Mike. Mike 51. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Rodgers to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
319. 44. Mike.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Wide, get wide.
Under. 13. Where's mine?
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Jaguars, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills.